Hello everyone. I recently got an opportunity to create machine learning models and deploy them on edge devices. It is here that I discovered the hidden magic that is stored in TensorFlow Lite. So I decided to create a bunch of videos in this series of TensorFlow Lite tutorials. I hope you enjoy each and every video that I create on TensorFlow Lite. Before I jump directly into the content of the video, it would be really motivating if you can press the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to be notified for amazing videos on data science and machine learning. Now, without wasting any further time, let's get started. Let's start with an example. You've created an amazing deep learning model and now you want to make inference from that deep learning model in an edge device such as an Arduino board or your cell phone that is there. So what are the different characteristics that your machine learning model should have in order to make good enough predictions? Firstly, your model should be very lightweight. If you think of edge devices such as Arduino or any other device for that fact of matter, one of the major constraints that you find in such edge devices is the memory constraint. They'll have very limited computation power, plus they'll have very limited storage capacity as well. So if you have to create models and deploy them on edge devices, then essentially your model should be very lightweight. The next thing that I can tell you, in order to create models and deploy them on edge devices such as microcontrollers or your cell phones as well, is your output should have very low latency. So if you think of architectures which are really large, say for example BGG16 or a YOLO version 4 that has recently launched, then all of these models are really large. In order to get an inference, you would need a very high-end system at your prediction end. If you have limited resources at your end, then essentially your output predictions will take a lot of time, which would not be the best possible solution given that low latency is what is required. The next point that I like to add here is if you have an edge device that is connected to a network and if you plan to deploy the model at the server end and try to get responses from the server, then essentially that would add up to a lot of time in terms of inference. Also, the overall power consumption would increase. So these edge devices operate on batteries. So if you have like a constant power source, then it's okay. But if you plan to deploy these edge devices at different locations, then power consumption is also a very big factor that you'll have to take in mind. So that is why deploying on-device machine learning models is a big challenge. So guess what? Here is where TensorFlow Lite comes into action. TensorFlow Lite models operate at low latency. So when I say low latency, that means your prediction output would be really quick. The next feature of using TF Lite is the pre-trained models that you get out of the box. So if you have a task in terms of classifying images or object detection or speech recognition, then you get good amount of pre-trained models that have been open sourced by TensorFlow, so you can directly use them. You can also train a custom data set for all your requirements that you have for these specific tasks. So that is the other advantage that you get once you start using TensorFlow Lite and the pre-trained models along with it. The third important feature of TF Lite, given if you're not using the network connectivity, is privacy. The models that you create are deployed on edge devices. So all the inferences or all the predictions that you're making are on the device itself. Since you're not using any network to make a prediction, since the model is already deployed inside the edge device, so there's very little data that is being exchanged from your device to a server. So that is where all your privacy with respect to predictions, with respect to the data that you use for that particular instance or that particular use case remains as is. So these are some of the advantages that you get out of the box when you start using TF Lite. Now the obvious question is, what exactly is TF Lite? Well, TensorFlow Lite is a production-ready, cross-platform framework for deploying machine learning models on mobile devices and embedded systems. Let me now go forward and show you some examples with respect to TF Lite in action. Here is the first example where you can try out various cosmetics using AR on YouTube. All of this is implemented using TF Lite models. Let's move on to the next example, which is the popular Google Translate example. Google Translate has a feature that allows you to capture text with your phone camera and translate them in real time without any internet connection. So the models that are deployed in your device are essentially TF Lite models. The other popular use case of using deep learning in case of image processing is the portrait effect or the bokeh effect as you popularly know it, or you can also replace the background which is evident from the right hand side of the image. All of these use models that kind of do real-time semantic segmentation. They differentiate your background with respect to foreground, and once you have the background handy, then you can apply a different background or blur the background. So all of the capabilities that you see right now on screen are all because of TensorFlow Lite. The next use case that I have is something that I use very actively in my day-to-day activities while creating YouTube videos, is for creating subtitles. So there is this amazing recording app which is available for Pixel users, which helps you transcribe or which helps you generate subtitles once you speak. So let me give you like a live demo of that. Do you want to see magic? Then this essentially is magic by TensorFlow. Whatever I speak is auto transcribed by this amazing recorder app by Google. So this is all that I wanted to show you in terms of the in-mobile capability that TensorFlow provides. Now that you've understood what the capabilities of TF Lite are when you think of deploying machine learning models on the edge devices, the next video is where I actually create a deep learning model in TensorFlow/Keras and convert that model into a TF Lite model. I'll show you how much of size we are able to save once we migrate our model from your normal Keras model to a TF Lite model without having to compromise on the accuracy bit as well. I hope you found this introductory video informative. If you do like the content that I post on my channel, it would be really motivating if you can press the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to be notified for amazing videos on data science and machine learning. Thank you so much for watching this video.